Okay, everybody, we're working towards making our grisaille painting. So we're gonna make a value scale. This says grayscale. Obviously, it's going from super dark, which is black, to white, and all these different values in between. Your painting should have many, many values. A wide range of values is what we really want. So we're gonna start by, let me, doesn't help that much, but that's okay. We're gonna start by making a value scale with pencil. So I have made this very, very black by using, this is just a B pencil, but you know, use a 6B, a high B pencil. This we're gonna leave white. This we're gonna make this mid-range, right? So we want it to be like 50% gray, which is approximately something like this. You can use your blending stick if you want. Obviously, to get a lighter gray, you're going to apply less pressure, maybe less layers. You know, there's different ways to get gray. I think that looks like a pretty good mid-gray, right? So we can go lighter or darker. I'm gonna do the next one a little bit darker. So this one we're gonna do approximately like 70%, I'd say. Somewhere between 60 and 70. It's gonna be darker than this one, but lighter than the other one. And then obviously it would be smaller increments if you were doing like 9 boxes or 11 boxes. Okay, and then this one is obviously gonna be between these two. So I'm gonna apply more pressure. I'm using the edge of my pencil. There should be a definite difference between this one and this one and this one and this one, okay? I've seen so many bad value scales where people are like, they have white and black and then like kind of one shade of gray, but that doesn't even make sense. Don't do that. Okay, I think that's pretty good because this is lighter than this is lighter than this is lighter than this. Okay, then I'm gonna make one that's lighter than this. So, less pressure. Maybe it only has one layer, right? You could like use your finger to smudge it. You could use a blending stick if you want. And then when I'm doing one of these, a very, very light gray, I usually just use a blending stick and make it and just do that very light. Because again, it should be darker than the white, but sometimes just using like a finger that has like a little bit of lead on it. This is a great light gray, but I can see that this one needs to be a little bit darker. So maybe I go over this again with this. I mean, this is darker than that one and lighter than that one, but maybe I'll just add a little bit more. Maybe you have to go back over all of them just a little bit, you know? So maybe this one I do go over just a little bit. Some people don't like this blending stick. I like it because it's sort of, I mean, it's just another way to do it. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. Successively getting darker and darker until we have black. I think I could make this one even a little bit darker without making it black. Okay, how's that? I think that looks pretty good. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing in paint. What we're gonna do is take, what we did was we took ultramarine blue, burnt umber, and whites, okay? If you don't have ultramarine blue, you can use that primary blue that you have. You can also use the phthalo blue. Either one of the blues is fine. Mixing them together is gonna make a neutral color because this color, this burnt umber, even though, you know, it's brown, it looks very dark, essentially it's just a really dark orange. I mean, it doesn't look like orange, but when you really look at it, it's in the family of orange, right? So when we mix it with the blue, And since they're complementary colors, it is, for our purposes, gonna make what we're gonna use as black. Okay, if it looks too blue, then add some more of the burnt umber. If it looks too brown, add some more of the blue. Okay, so this is what makes our black. We're going to paint this black in the ends here. We're gonna use these colors on our grisaille painting. So you can, even after you're done doing this little exercise, you can keep your palette and keep those colors for the next thing. Okay, so that looks pretty decent. This one, I'm gonna leave it the white of the paper, but I could also, I mean, I might actually go back and paint it white in the ends. Sometimes I think I will do that. I'm gonna paint it white, but look at, like, sometimes I just, instead of rinsing my brush out, which is a possibility, sometimes I just use a different brush. Okay, so I have white and black. Now I need to make my mid-tone, right? So I'm gonna take some of this, mix it together. And what I should get is something that is approximately like this 50% or like this, right? Again, if it's too blue, maybe we wanna add a little bit of the burnt umber to it. This does look like a little bit, it looks gray, looks like kind of like a bluish gray. If we wanted it to be a little warmer, just add a little bit more of the burnt umber. That looks like a very decent mid-tone gray. So I am gonna wash out my brush, dry it, paint it in the middle. All right, look at that. Some painting fun. Painting makes me so happy. Mixing new colors, new values, all makes me like very happy. Okay, so we've got that. Now, what do you think we do? Obviously, we're gonna add some of this to here to create a darker value, and we're gonna paint it here. I don't like this brush. I'm gonna stick with it anyway. Okay, that's a nice one. And then I'm gonna take some more, mix it in. And as you can see, this is even darker, but lighter than that one. When you put it right next to each other and squint, if one looks darker, then that is the ticket. I don't like this brush because it feels too soft. Like the bristles are very long and the paint feels kind of sticky today, and it's not spreading as much as I really wanted to. Okay, we have those. I'm gonna switch brushes. All right, now, as you can imagine, I'm going to add, this is my mid-gray. I'm gonna add some white to it. Mix it up. Paint it on. I like this brush better. All right, that looks great. And then I'm gonna take the white, actually, I'm not even gonna put it into there. I'm just going to know that there is some of the gray still on my brush. And then I put it here. Look how beautiful that is. I mean, I would consider myself a painter, and I mean, I think my painted scale is more successful than my drawn scale, but you know, hopefully you can do both. All right, and I labeled it. I'm gonna take it, upload it to Google Classroom. This is our classwork assignment. All right, see you soon.